Thank you for tuning in with the Enchantress. That is me, the babbler. That is me on this revolutionary rise. I'm an uprise at this time, and so I took forever to hit record because that is the resistance in me, and so this video is going to be slightly different than all of my other videos. Not that any video is one and the same, except that I babble in every kind of way. So if you don't want to listen to babbles, or you find them, whatever you find them other than appealing or desired by you, then, then I'm sure that there are plenty of other channels that you can go check out that don't babble. But either way, love in every kind of way. I feel guided to babble and shuffle from various decks, some that I rarely use, especially here on camera, and work with it from there. And if anything, maybe I'll timestamp it with the deck so you can skip through the babbles if the babbles is not something that you want to hear. So the first one that I am shuffling is from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. You see, oh yeah, so about the crystals that are around me and the candles and this and that is because I literally have like tried every single angle of the phone of pressing record and didn't want to have any, and especially the camera in my face. And so when it fell over and it did this, I was like, that's how it'll be. And so that is how it is. And so Crystal Wisdom Healing. So yeah, so whenever you find these messages, may you receive whatever it is that you need, that is needed by you right now. See, I feel like just tapping into like even just the energetic atmosphere of me right now, trying to channel free, and the resistance from me. So that kind of energy of change and letting go of the reins and just allowing for yourself to just flow into being, and use this time to breathe in and just go yin within. Always breathe. So using various decks. Ooh, here we go. Tiger's Eye. Now we know Tiger's Eye, and it's the number 9. I always consider number 9 the number of completion, right? When they say 10, complete and start anew. And I find 9 is the end of the cycle too, these things that we do. Tiger's Eye, all about empowerment. Tiger's Eye symbolizes prosperity and encourages right use of power. It balances your needs with those of others, finding solutions. Self-understanding. A child of the sun and earth with untold powers. You make your own fate. Assert yourself wisely. Bring hidden talents to the fore and accept your imperfections. There is a tendency toward obsessiveness or becoming spaced out. Ground yourself, explore your past lives to discover causes of these traits. Deal sensibly with day-to-day reality and face challenges boldly. Divination, unlock your creativity. Find prosperity and lasting success. Long journeys and celebrations lie ahead. Your personal power, confidence, and energy are high. Use them wisely. Commit to goals. Distinguish between wishful thinking and what you really need. Assist friends to gain their heart's desires. Past lives throw light on current situations. Doing what gives you joy increases your well-being. Earthy to high depending on colors. The frequency, chakra, solar plexus, third eye, timing, Leo, Capricorn, soul path, becoming empowered. Becoming empowered. A child of the sun, not knowing its own power and learning it now, by maybe even a possibly crumbling tower, to realize, where one has become so spaced out from one's own direction. That can happen from a conditioning environment, or, something in our past lifetime, a line that has caused us to tap out of reality. And so escapism is this thing that we know to do. And, and if it is anything to do with needing things to heal or be released, self-empowerment, by getting to know, I'm putting these away, getting to know yourself, every single part of you that is remarkable. Let's not judge any part of your time that brings you to this alignment at this time, and know that you're gonna be fine. I moved on and I grabbed the romance angels. Romance angels, 712. My Mommas here. That's her energy. I always say that, my dears. To stay on track, it's, don't get so caught up in, I don't want to say don't get so caught up in partnerings or relationships and stuff like that, because you should be invested in any kind of relationship that you're in, and and give it the time and the nourishment and the attention that it rightfully deserves, especially if you are embarking on a intimate partnering or relationship with somebody, and so note still too that you can still have and instill and give and act in accordance to what healthy boundaries should be, in both the give and the receive aspect of these kind of things. And so, don't get so caught up in right away, like, having to define something in some kind of way, because that's the only way that we see how, because of our conditioning or societal upbringing or our own familial, like family upbringing and conditioning, or just the way that we romanticize certain kind of things, and or these control aspects of what we think, or looking through the lens or through the view of toxicity that determines for us these states of these kind of things in a relationship, any kind of relationship. Stay grounded, stay centered in your own, self-love and preservation, and know that, anything that you want, you should give openly and freely, without the notion that that's because you want to receive it. It's because you want to give it. And learning that too, like from, relationships that sometimes teach us through contrast of the very thing that maybe we didn't want to experience, and we find ourselves having to, because we opened ourselves up, or we wore a false mask. And then, so, romance angels. Oh. Wedding, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So if you're tuning in here, this situation involves the marriage, wedding, true love. So whatever's on your mind at this moment in time, right? Maybe you are married. Maybe you're getting married, or maybe you want to get married. Or maybe that is what you're doing. This is the romance of a lifetime, love coming in. Or maybe someone's not sure. So I'm looking at that man like, what's happening here? Or maybe some kind of betrayal here too. Some kind of secrets being withheld in terms of love. What else? Oh, don't rush to get married until it is true love, you know? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Why? Sorry. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yes, this is your soulmate. It's time to disconnect from the world. Retreat. In regards to this true love and possible wedding. Maybe it's past lives. And that's the love that's seeping through. But retreat. Even though this is your soulmate, keep an open mind. Be patient at this time. You want to be sure about love forevermore. You want to feel this energy so real. And maybe you haven't had the best of luck in terms of love. Or maybe you haven't given that much thought. Maybe other things were occupying your time. And maybe now you are calling this in to your life. You're having an open mind. And maybe it's time for you to retreat at this time, to get into this kind of a line of being honest with yourself at this time. Even though you might be like taken aback because of this intense kind of feeling that's revealing something like it's time to take back control of your life. Free yourself. You have the unicorn. Maybe conditioning, which is behavioral ways of like behaving patterns that cause you to act in a way that is defiant or like not in alignment with how you really feel inside. So free yourself from that self-imposed like prison cage that lies to your face because you can't communicate. And you can't move forward without the communication that you need to express. Free yourself best. You should be free to always, you know, say what you mean what you say. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. You're not alone in any of this, no matter what this is. Feel the love too. Be grateful, you know. Sometimes things fall apart so greater things can fall together. And sometimes, you know, it takes coming back to see who's there for you. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Share in your story. See, who do you trust? Maybe that could be your lover or your intimate partner or a new soon-to-be love interest that enters your life at this time. Maybe that is what's going to happen here. Some kind of surprise element that is revealing itself for those of you who have been patient and holding true, not settling or conforming to just the ideology of, you know, love and calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Well, you know how I can go with the divine masculine, divine feminine energies existing within ourselves. So, you know, that's something that's gonna, you know, help. Ooh. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Maybe there's someone that you have been ignoring that you want to be exploring. It's worth exploring. Your feelings are real, so why deny them? Why deny them? Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Maybe you come from two different lands, two different cultures. Maybe it's not allowed or perceived to not be allowed. Maybe the opinions of others matter to some people. Well, here goes that wedding card again. The situation involves marriage, union, some kind of choice. Oops. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Some kind of partnership. Okay. Because you got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And that's great. Alright, great for that. Great for those, look at, see, retreat, soulmates retreating together, maybe when they make an effort, getting away from the world, and actually getting to know you, the earth you that is here now. You know, sometimes we've tapped out of life and, you know, come back in a different form, shape, entity of some kind of sort. And so, you know, with that being said, let's go to Spirit Animal Oracle. And then that's it. Spirit Animal Oracle. Spirit Animal Oracle. 1926. Oops. Spirit Animal Oracle. Spirit Animal Oracle. You know, all the messages could be for you. There could be something in it for you and a little piece. There could be nothing in it for you. There could be one little grasp of a concept, of a seed, of a something that just sparks that kind of energy that was needed for you to breed, and then, you know, and that's just how it works. So, you know, take with it however it is that you want to take with it. If not, it's poetry at its best. As we meet here. So these are spirit animal oracle cards. And may whatever message you receive be exactly what it is that you absolutely need. Maybe you could think of a question. And the spirit animal card. Oh, it's gonna assist. Dove spirit. Be peace. It's a pretty card, but you know, all this. Be peace. Ow. Ow. Hurt my ankle. Be peace. Yeah. When all else fails, be peace. And breathe. With her peaceful cooing, the gentle dove spirit invites you to embrace the energy of peace and allow compassion to warm your heart. You always have the power to generate peace within you, and the appearance of dove spirit is a reminder that today and every day is a good day to meditate, to quiet any turbulence within as you embody tranquility. Above, below, and all around you, much may be happening to distract you. You are called to engage it with the heart of a peacemaker, asking yourself, what would peace do? Can you agree to disagree? The peace you seek rises within and spreads out into the world as Spirit sends her messenger to remind you of the beauty of a harmonious existence with all that is. How beautiful and powerful is your compassionate heart. Protection message. However disturbed the waters around you, however troubled your heart, Dove Spirit is there to remind you that peace within begins within as you reconnect with Spirit through practices that awaken you from spiritual amnesia. Your true nature is as a peaceful child of Spirit, but how easily you forget. You're being invited to sit in the cozy, safe nest of Spirit. Soon, the waters will become still and you will feel peace again. Be compassionate with yourself at this time, for all of us can forget that peace is always at hand, always there, gifted to us by Spirit. Become the peace you wish to see in the world so you can reduce any suffering, performing acts of kindness and radiating love. Dove Spirit also reminds you that when you see inequity or someone harmed or in need, trust that you have the capacity to bring peace through smiling, sending love, speaking a kind word, and listening with a compassionate heart. Do your part to be a peacemaker, nourishing compassion, reminding others of the joy of harmonious coexistence so that they may embrace the Dove Spirit within themselves too. Beautiful. May peace be with you in all that you do. Be Spirit. Be Spirit. Sweet results await. Royal. Number 7. Okay, number 7. Royalty. Bees remind me of royalty. The Bee Spirit's message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you are willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. Bee Spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey, miracles, and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. Bee Spirit asks that your focus be on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and a true integration when you forget when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness. Moving from separation into connection, from self-centered limitation to spirit-centered infinite possibility and potential. You become busy as a bee, enjoying the gifts of bee spirit. Fully in alignment with your highest expression of yourself, your heart opens and creativity rushes through you seemingly without effort as you experience that nothing feels like work. Industriousness is driven by enthusiasm and inner motivation, and time seems to fly by quickly as the hive supports you in the making of honey. Do you feel the presence of your helpers in the hidden realms adding their energy to your creations? Magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. Bee Spirit wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership with the conscious universe is being rewarded, even if you can't see that yet, and asks you that you share your good fortune as there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole, the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. Protection message. When Bee Spirit comes as your protector, she asks you to be very honest with yourself. Do you want to taste the sweet honey others have been making but you believe is unattainable for you? Do you wonder how others ended up with so much magical honey when you seem to have none? Have you bought into the illusion of separation and become convinced that you can't have what others in the hive enjoy? Do you separate from the hive to do it all on your own or to hoard what honey you have, unwilling to trust that there is plenty of support and plenty of sweetness to go around? If you have been overworking and overdoing and have not given yourself any time to enjoy the sweetness of your life, Bee Spirit is telling you to stop and recharge. Perhaps you're afraid that if you don't get something done, it just won't get done. However, even busy bees need to take a break, and when they do, the honey still gets made. So remind yourself that sweetness is everywhere and available to you always when you need it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love working with animal spirit guides. They always offer us some beautiful inner sight. It's beautiful to just hear what perspective they can add into our awareness, that will be a catalyst to an emerging seed of wisdom that can exude from our being when we awaken to every heightened level of quantum potential. That is rather remarkable. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life, okay? Bring your ideas to life. And here we go. Seemingly out of nowhere, the jolt of electric eel spirit appears to awaken you to a big idea that you are meant to explore. Epiphanies and aha moments are gifted to you right now, so celebrate. Your life has the potential for profound transformation. Inspiration arises in you, electrifying you so that you can't wait to get started bringing your idea to life. The revelations you experience now are meant to set you on a new path, so do not be afraid to act. Explore, examine, and do not fear the changes that may come, for Spirit wants to shower you with the love, success, and abundance that you hope to experience. Now is a thrilling time of epiphanies, inspired ideas, and innovation. This is a wondrous sign for you today. Protection message. Ideas need to percolate, as they rarely download in detailed form. Have you too quickly dismissed an epiphany because you couldn't see where it might lead you? Have you rushed to follow the muse without taking time to contemplate the meaning of your aha moment? Perhaps your dream will take a different form than you first imagined, morphing into something else that is even better. Spirit plans are often hard to discern, but so much more satisfying once they have taken over from your own predetermination. Maybe your big idea is taking more time to shape than you expected. Have you considered that you are meant to learn something in the process of bringing it into being? Commit to transformation and to learning any lessons this new venture will bring, and soon you will see that your aha was even more valuable than you realized when you first felt it electrify you. And that is where I am going to end this message. May there have been a message for you in one of the decks that I decided to use in this resistance of mine, still recording and allowing for this to be created. Bless me. Okay, so yeah, this is how this happens. Sometimes it is in this kind of energetic state of creation that I bring this into awareness too. That sometimes we just have to push through and do whatever it is that we need to do. And do it in our own way. Do it in your own way. Never mind how it's expected to be. Let it unfold as you unfold, and let it be so naturally, authentically. Everything that you are, not manufactured by far. There is no replica of you. This is true. And so, the heart-shaped parts of you, electrifying and gratifying yourself as you explore and discover these more lands that exist within your energetic multidimensional quantum field of continuum experience that awakens to some form of life that appears to be tangible and in sight. And so we touch on it and explore some more. We open these doors. So be you. Do it how you want to do it. Do it for yourself. Know that too. And let it be for whoever it's going to be for. You have natural healing abilities when you allow for your activations and clarifications and alignments to act on your behalf. And that's beautiful. Reclaim your power. I looked down and it was just Panther Spirit. Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the Babbler. That is me on this evolutionary, revolutionary rise. I'm gonna rise at this time. Make sure to check out me on Enchantress too, at ENCHANTRESS on Instagram. Enchantress, yeah, that'll be me. Also my website, subscribe to me please. EnchantressTheBabbler.com. That will be all in the information description box below, especially if you want to work one-on-one with me. There are some spots available. If you look at the calendar, you can book with me online through there. You can subscribe with care and tune in to there too. And also check out my blog, my baby, enchantingbabble.blogspot.com, because that is where I love to express myself. Also, I started a podcast, so that's interesting as that comes to life. My ears that are ringing. Okay, but you know, that is right. So that will be in the information box below too. And yeah, the things that we do. Namaste. Until we meet again, speak again, my friends.